All right, so I am here at the Otter booth with no one else than Brian Brosdahl, better known as Bro.
Hey, how are you doing? Brian Brosdahl here. Good to see you. Hey, check this out. St. Paul Ice Show, there's only one show like this on Earth, and we are here live. It's amazing. There's so many people here. This is probably the busiest I've ever seen it here, and it's really cool. And somehow, I seem to recognize everybody in this building. It's cool. So, you know, in ice fishing, flip style houses have been kind of the mainstay of fishing, modern fishing today. And you'll see Otter offers a lot of choices in one person style fish houses, from the light hideout houses to the cottage house. What are the differences? Ultra light, fast moving. And are you a flip style, run and gun, adventurer, rugged kind of fishing person? Or do you want more of a social, use a vortex, Otter kind of pop-up? Are you going to winter camp? Are you fishing with friends? I'm going to show you the differences. See, with like this is a cottage, it's a one person, but there's a lot of times, I'll fish it here with Heather, and we have a jump seat we'll add to it, and the fabric is absolutely amazing. And one thing you'll know with Otter houses, you don't just buy this and use it and you dispose of it. These become a fixture that you'll have just about forever. And that's just it. They're built to last. And I've talked to many people here today that have all different kinds of Otters. They buy one this year, they buy this one, but they come with a side door, side step door. Pros have the bucket seats, there's bench seats. So it kind of basically, you kind of figure out what your style of fishing is. Here's one with the bucket seat, and you can see there's extra trays and things you could put in there, but there's also chairs you could add to that. So even this as a one person can really be a two person or for two lines. And I like the fit. And here's the thing, when you're out on the open tundra, when you're whipping across a lake using a snowmobile, or if you're using a four-wheeler, you're hitting hard ice, shove ice, all that kind of stuff. If you're in Saginaw Bay, if you're on the Great Lakes, if you're on Lake of the Woods, these are houses that are going to last you. These are rotomolded tubs, and nothing is stronger and more flexible than rotomolded tub. But that's not all. With this fabric, you don't get the rainforest effect. You don't get the water dripping on your head. That's really cool. Now, do you fish with a friend? Are you a lady who fishes, but you bring your husband once in a while? Are you a guy that fishes and brings your lady once in a while? Your wife, your kids go. Yeah. You get more room going up to the next step in houses. And look at this. They have side doors. You know what's nice about that? You're not stepping over your heater, over your holes, causing the avalanche to cave in. And you know what I'm talking about. I would be lying if I didn't step over my friends once in a while to cave in the hole. You know, just to have a little fun. But it's not fun if you make them too mad. But anyway, we don't have to do that no more. We step out our own side. With a simple maneuver of the side, you can step out, and you can see bucket seats and add-ons really make this house your domain. You add places to put your coat, places to hang your coat. It's really cool. I love this. Heavy-duty zippers, waterproof, and the whole thing is you make it like your own your boat on ice. And super, super tough, indestructible. And then when you put them together, the Otters, especially the flip styles, when you assemble them, they have little labels on what goes where. Does it get any better than that? I don't think so. Trust me. From putting my first one together to having all these labels, you got it made. Let's go into hub-style houses. As you can see, there's so many. Why do you have so many different houses? If you're fishing by yourself or one person, these smaller hubs but have a lot of footprint. I'll show you. Let's go inside. Oh, not to mention the big front door, right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So you can walk in with buckets, and it's slimming. Look it. I look a lot slimmer in here because this house is so big. Look at this. I can have holes across this whole thing, and with forward viewing, I can see all my lines at the same time. That's a neat thing about it. And the lights, you put the lights on, then you run the lines to a battery, then you clip them together. It's so cool. And they have dials, so you can select the amount of light that you want that light to give off. Now, sometimes This is perfect right here. Perfect footprint for 1 or 2 people, maybe 3. You know, it kind of gets crowded, but if you have a crowd, if you're a social fishing person, this might be what you want to look for. Multiple lines, really cool setup, and it's really good. They're having a meeting in here. Meeting of the fishing minds right here. They're deciding what to buy, where to fish. Look at the room. Those guys are way in there. It looks like they're far away. That's how big this house is.
It's very nice in here.
And how do you like that big door? Oh, yeah. Isn't it nice? You're not doing the dance. You're not falling down all over your stuff. This is great. So now you've seen a really big house, and it's full of people because they love otter. That's why they're in here. So we got the Monster Hub. Winter camping is really big time right now. Check this out. This is really crazy how big and how much room. This existed last year, so imagine this with cots. Imagine this with a place to cook. Imagine that. Wait till you see this. And look at this. And these aren't mannequins. These are real people in here, and they're camping. Right here at the show, we got people camping, and they're surviving. Look at, there's cots. There's room for way more people. If you're a social ice fishing person, this might be the one for you. But we're not done yet. Otter's not done yet. Check this out. Now we're getting into the big houses. These are really big houses. These are for really muscular men who are out fishing and braving the elements. Right here, check this out. Look at those seats. Look at how this is laid out. It's an ample house, lots of room, lots of places to put holes. Get bigger and bigger. So that's the Pro Lodge, the XT Lodge, or the bench. Here's a big bench seat. You can fit a bunch of people. You can set stuff on there, and then going into here, you can fit 3 bucket seats in this one. That is a monster. This ain't just a fish house. This is a resort. And you know what a resort is? A place where you have all kinds of fun. So at Otter, you have rotomolded sleds, utility sleds for fishing, deer hunting, early ice. Perfect. How much gear do you bring? Are you going to bring that big house there? This would be for you. Are you just going to take minimal stuff? This is for you. We have rod cases that are virtually indestructible. You could drive a 4-wheeler over it. And you know how rods are getting. They're not getting any cheaper, so that's a really good way to go. Let's go over to accessories. Now, you may know there's some accessories, but you might not know what cool accessories. Jennifer. Cover your sleds, cover your houses. You don't want to get there and have snow over everything. This is what you want to do. Get covers, rod holders, lights, cargo net to put your clothes up. You don't want your clothes to get soaking wet. Ways to put your house down without pinching your fingers. We have emergency lights, our places, beacons, so your friends can find you, especially in large bodies of water or large bodies of water with a lot of people. Check that out. Look at this scoop. You ever seen a scoop like this? I know you haven't. Look at that. Snaps into place. Measure your red lake walleyes. There we go. Measure your red lake walleyes right here. And on this side, it's got a chisel. That's sharp too. Oh my goodness. So look at the cases. This is what it looks like with the rods in it. Pretty cool stuff. If you are pulling a house, a flipper hitch. So this goes on your trailer hitch. Look at this side. There's your hitch and the flipper, so you could hook your house to this part. And if you're dragging 2 houses, put this in the back of another house and then hook this to it. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Really cool stuff. And this stuff's built to last. Have you seen everything? No, you haven't. That's why you got to stop down. And if you don't get a chance to stop down, look up Otter online. Otter houses, flip styles or hub houses. They're the way to go, and they're not disposable. They're here to last. It's pretty cool. I'm proud to be part of Otter.
Thank you, Brian. This is a great walkthrough of everything Otter, more than I ever expected.
I appreciate it, and good luck with what you're doing. And if you're ever up my way, come on up. I'll take you fishing. Do you like catching or fishing?
I like both. Catching is a big plus.
Well, if you want to go catching, you come with me.
You got it, Brian.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Thanks again to the Brian Brosdahl for giving us that awesome walkthrough of all that Otter has to offer you this ice fishing season, whether it's houses or other accessories to get you out there on the ice. make sure to tune in to the rest of my video about the St. Paul Ice Fishing Show, where I give you the top 10 new gear for this year and walk through 5 different wheelhouses at 5 different price points. I also feature interviews with pros from Clam and Eskimo on there, and you'll catch a little bit more Brian if you tune in there. Make sure to leave me a comment with what new gear you're picking up this ice fishing season. Give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to get that support, and then you'll stay tuned to all my new content this ice fishing season. See you guys out there on the ice.